The expenditure heads of the Ministry of Mass Media was debated in Parliament this morning. The Minister of Mass Media commented on introducing the Right to Information Act during the debate.
It has been 15 years since the cinema industry of the country moved into the digital era. Yet our cinema industry is at the same place when the Kaduvuna Purandura film was done. We need to amend the Film Corporation of Sri Lanka Act so that we could enter into digitalization. There is a minister for this and we ask why is this being delayed? When it has not been included into the budget and when their expenditure heads have not been presented, when you say that we are moving towards digitalization, how can we believe that? There is a possibility of obtaining approval and proceeding with the project. Give us some time because we are discussing this matter. We will give this matter priority. Although this parliament speaks of many things, what is the status of the journalists who report on this? Have a look at the room reserved for the journalists. It is like a chicken pen or more like a tuition class. Yesterday when the name of Tajuddin was mentioned, the members were like snakes that came into contact with kerosene. Our government has nothing to hide. I wish to know that the era that murdered 44 journalists is over. During that time, 44 journalists, of which a majority were from the north, were killed. Journalists in the south were also victims. We have put a stop to that era. We need to provide compensation to those who lost their lives. Under the good governance, President Maithripala Sirisena will allow this to happen.
This budget has failed to allocate funds for the betterment of the cinema industry. Local artists are helpless. All the members in Parliament were invited to watch the screening of the film Suhadakoka. This is not even shown. Do not exert revenge on the journalist. Getting involved in cases is far more dangerous than the white van abductions.
If we are to add something to the freedom that we have given, it will be better to give journalists a form of insurance. I hope to support you in this through my foundation as well. If we can also provide them with a vehicle loan, that will also be good. A journalist is someone who is subject to assault and intimidation and also has no protection. If they are to act more independently and if we are to strengthen them, we need to provide them with facilities. When we took over in January and since then, no one can point the finger at us and say that a journalist was assaulted or media institution attacked or burned down or the minister, deputy minister or anyone else had made a phone call and exerted pressure. At a time where we experience complete media freedom, I am pleased that I can make this statement today. There are certain books that were printed. MP Geeta Kumarasinghe, have a look. There are several other books as well. If you visit Lake House, you can see piles and piles of these books. This was printed to boost one's image. This is the front page of the Dinamana paper back then. When people purchase the paper, this is what they see. It is surprising that Lake House made it with 800 million rupees. Broadcasting rights of cricket matches were arbitrarily taken away from the national television and given to CSN. Affection towards children is not a wrong thing. However, who would be held accountable for the destruction caused to the national television by moving state funds to please affection towards the children? The Right to Information Act was presented to the Cabinet and was approved and has reached the stage where it will be gazetted. Come next year, this historic act will be presented to Parliament.